श्रीमात्रे नमः। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। धर्म प्रोजित कैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। हरिः ॐ everybody. By Sri Krishna's grace we are doing the Bhagavat Sapthaham, and this is Shravana Sadhana. Even if you have books, it is almost impossible to find the shlokas and the cantos and all that. That is why it is Shravana Sadhana. But I will tell you all the cantos when we are entering, all that. Whatever I can do, I will try to do my best. So now we finished the first canto, second canto also we completed. We entered into third canto. Third canto we had yes, this morning we did the Kardama Prajapati and Devahuti's Vivaham. We saw and we had a very good lunch, everybody at home, and we celebrated. And now we are coming back after the wedding, and what happened we will see. Here main focus is on Kapila Maharshi, Kapila Bhagavan Avataram. And Kapila Bhagavan will teach his own mother Devahuti the Brahma Jnanam. So that is the main topic here on third canto. So now all that we are now let us sorry. Now the Devahuti is Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa's daughter, Devahuti, Kardama Prajapati's wife. And then after marriage, he told them already, after I have children, I am going to take up sannyasa ashramam. I like to go into nivritti margam, know about myself. Atma jnanam I want to attain and attain mukti. So that is why, so everybody agreed, parents and Devahuti also. Then they started their married life. Now, Kardama Prajapati is tapasvi. Devahuti also made herself as tapasvini. She is a great king's daughter. She came as Salankrutam Kanyam with all the ornaments and everything. She took out all those ornaments and made herself as Sadhu Purusha, Sadhu Stri. And Kardama Prajapati always in the meditation and doing tapas and doing the puja and all that. And happily she's serving him. Like that, days are going by. So many days have passed. And she also became very thin and lost the charm on the body because she's working very hard and eating all the kandamulas and all that. Slowly, Kardama Prajapati noticed that how beautiful this Devahuti is. She's working very hard out of, means seva. She's doing the seva for me. Then one day he asked her, do you have any desires? What do you want to achieve? Then with shyness, she asked him, I want to have children, and then I want to enjoy with you. Grihastha dharmam, right? Dharmam though you can enjoy everything. Dharmam is most important. Then Kardama Prajapati said, okay, out of compassion, he said, yes, we will do that. Your desire will get fulfilled. That's what even Bhagavan also told me. Then with his own tapasvi Shakti, he's a great tapasvi. And then he did out of his own tapas, he brought so many ladies to serve Devahuti. And they all decorated her well and gave her, put lot of ornaments, and she looked so beautiful. Even Kardama Prajapati said, let me look beautiful also. Then they were looking very handsome, he looking handsome, and she's looking beautiful. That's how they are living their life. And then she said, I want to travel, I want to go around with you. Then he created a beautiful Vimanam out of Tapashakti, everything. Then beautiful, and that Vimanam, they did so many years, they traveled and they enjoyed all of them. That description is given. They went to all the, worlds, saw the beautiful forest, beautiful flowers, fruit-filled trees, like that, everything they enjoyed. All these years just went like that, like a kshanam. And then Kardama Prajapati says, all these bhogamlu, all of them, experiences of all these enjoyments have to combine with dharmam. And then life should not be bhoga pradhanam, not only for enjoyment. And then Bhagavat, never leave the Bhagavat Smriti. We should never leave. This is all for Grihasthas. Always we can enjoy. Nobody said not to enjoy. But that enjoyment should combine with dharmam. And then second instruction is, enjoyment is should not be main. That is, could be secondary. Main should be Bhagavad Aradhana. That should not be left by anybody. That is why Kardama Maharshi told Devahuti. And then slowly, over the time, they had 9 daughters. Like how Bhagavan mentioned, we saw it in the morning. 9 daughters were born to the Kardama Prajapati and Devahuti. They are all divine souls. And then that time, after that, Kardama Prajapati said, can I go for sannyasi ashram? Do you allow me? See, before marriage, they have to take permission from parents to take sannyas ashram. Parents have to say yes. And then after marriage, wife has to agree. Wife has to say yes. And then Devahuti kept quiet. That she was saying, most beautiful one, see, I married you. You are a great tapasvi and you are a great yogi. I have seen that. Personally, I have experienced and saw that. And after marrying you, I don't want to have small desires. I want to have the abhayam, fearlessness. Means I want to achieve mukti. That's what her desire is. See now how the transmission, that first she wanted to have children like normal woman and enjoy with her husband. Nothing wrong. And now spending with Kardama Prajapati, great tapasvi and yogi, transformation took place in her. Slowly, and she is asking for mukti. Then she says, 3rd canto, 23rd adhyayam, 53rd shloka. Etavatalam kalena vyatikrantena me prabho indriyartha prasangena parityakta paratmanaha. Oh, Kardama Prajapati, oh, my dear husband, so far I spent my time in just pleasing my indriyas, because enjoying all that. Now I forgot about Parabrahma, Paramatma. That's all I was leaving. So then what she's saying is another beautiful one. Sangoyah samsrute hetuhu asatsu vihito dhiya. See, she is saying, whatever sangam we get it, the company we keep, that is very important. If you keep dusangam, you will go for worldly things. Vishaya vasana will increase. If we give satsang, company of Satpurushas, then you will have the Paramatma Darshanam. That is very important. So then she says, Sangoyaha samsrute hetuhu asatsu vihito dhya sayev sadhu sukruto nisangatvam kalpate. That is why you get a nisangam towards worldly matters and worldly things. When we have attachment towards sadhu purushat and satsangam. And then another most beautiful one, she says, Nehayat karmadharaya na viragaya kalpate na tirtha padasevayai jivan napi mrutohi saha. 3:24:56 now. We are going back. Third chapter, third canto, 24th adhyayam, 56th shloka. See, she says karma should combine with dharma. Always we can achieve anything, we can do anything, we can become famous, nothing wrong. Because Gruhasthashramam, we have to keep on focus. That is why this is for Gruhasthashramam, Kapila Devahuti Samvadam. Pravrutti, Nivrutti, both are mentioned. Karma, dharmam koraku, for dharma. And that dharmam should take us towards vairagyam, dispassion, towards the worldly and worldly matters. Then Bhagavan and Seva Karapu. That karma should finally go towards Bhagavan and Seva. So that is how, otherwise what happens? Even Jivannapi Mrutohi Saha. Even you are leaving, your life is wasted, you are a kind of dead person. So that's what she's saying. Most beautiful teaching. And then look at Kardama Prajapati says, Nirvedavadini, that is how he Sambodhana to wife. You are also not ordinary person. You are extraordinary one. You did so much tapas and jhanam and puja, all that. And then how the Swami Narayana mentioned, in the same way you did it. Now what you need to do is Shraddhayacha Ishwaram Bhaja. Combine with Shraddha, do Ishwara Seva, Ishwara Bhaja, puja of Ishwara. Then what happens? That Narayana himself will be born as your son. That's what Bhagavan Narayana told us. Then she did Samyak Shraddhaya. With Shraddha, as per husband's injunctions, she did Ishwara Puja. Then what happened is that Narayana Bhagavan Tejasu entered into Kapila Kardama Prajapati. That Tejas. Then the Tejas entered into Devahuti. Through Kardama Prajapati, Narayana's Tejas entered into Devahuti. Then the Kapila Maharshi then born out of the Tejas. Then what happens when Devatas comes, Narayana comes, all the Brahmadi Devatas have to come, and all of them has to blow their conches and everything. Pula Varsham has to come. Then flowers, everybody, and they have to do stuti. In Bhagavatam, it is very, very interesting, really. They say, Mahatma says, every 9 chapters you get some stuti. That way, even listeners will not get bored. Even the Vakta, speaker, will not be feeling that I'm telling the same thing like that, or bored. Nobody gets bored. Because that much bhakti is there, and a lot of stories, lot of names are coming, and people will stay awake, hopefully. So that is why it is very beautiful. And they all did the namaskaram. What they are saying is, Ayam Siddha Ganadishaha Sankhyacharyesu Samantaha Loke Kapila Ityakhyam Gantate Kirtivardhanaha 3:24.19. That's how I say, you all have to understand now. 3 means third canto, 24th means that is the Adhyaya, second number is Adhyaya, 19th shloka, 3:24:19. he is going to be Adhipati for all Siddhaganas. And then he is going to be Sankhya-acharya Pravattaka. And then he is going to bring you lot of name and fame, O Kardama Prajapati. And then that's what we chant in Vishnu Sahasranam. Maharshi Kapilacharyo Krutagno Medini Patihi. Kapila means Tejas Swarupudu. Tejas, when do we get Tejas? With Jnanam. Yeah, that's why Narayanani Jnana Avataram is Kapila Avataram. Narayanani Yajna Avataram is Varaha Avataram. This morning we have seen elaborately Varaha Avataram. And now and we told their Gurastha Dharman Anusarinchi, they had 9 daughters. All their names are very, very famous, and they are even listening their names gives us punyam, because they are all great rishis and great mahatmas, because they are married to great rishis. Now they got married. Kala Marichi, Anasuya Atri Maharshi, Shraddha Angirasa, Havirbhuvu Pulasya Maharshi, Gati Pulahudu, Kriya Kratu, Khyati Bhrugu Maharshi, Arundhati Vasishta Maharshi. Vasishta Maharshi is the guru for Ikshvaku Vamsham. Ramachandra always goes for any advice to Vasishta Maharshi. Ramayanam we see about Vasishta Maharshi. Arundhati Vasishta Maharshi. Shanti Adharvanapu. He is another great Maharshi. All 9 children got married, and then finally again, now Kardama Prajapati is doing the Kapilacharya. Means Narayana Bhagavan Namaskaram Stuti. 3.2433. Param Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Trivrutam Lokapalam Atmanubhutyanugata Prapancham Swachanda Shaktim Kapilam Prapadye. Kapilacharaniki Namaskaram. Oh Maharshi, oh Bhagavan, you are Parabrahma Paramatma. You are Kalasvarupam. You are beyond Maya and beyond all gunas. Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunat Atitudavu. Sarvagnudavu. Lokapalakudu Nive. Atuvanti Kapila Bhagavananiki Sharanu Vedi Namaskaram Chestunanu. And Kardama Prajapati did Namaskaram. And then with that, Bhagavan was very pleased. Bhagavan is saying, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Yetan me janma lokesmin mumukshunam durashayat prasankhyanam tattvanam sammata yatmadarshane. Bhagavan is saying, as I mentioned to you, I was born as your son. Now that I fulfilled. Now I have 2 goals to achieve. What are those? Give it the mukti to everybody. Whoever takes Sharanu, refuge to me, I will give them mukti. And then I will do the Sankhya Yoga, means Tattvamula Vivechanam Kaliginchuta for everybody. Sankhya Charyudu. That is what I'm going to do now. He's telling to his father. And then now, finally, Bhagavan also left Kapila Maharshi, and then Kardama Prajapati left out of his Parabhakti. What he did is Vasudeve Bhagavati Sarvajne Pratyagatmani Parena Bhakti Bhavena Labdhatma Mukta Bandhanaha. Then slowly he went to Sannyasa Ashramam, and all his mind and everything he kept on Vasudeva Bhagavati, Bhagavan Vasudeva, whoever is in his own heart, and Parabhakti. With that Parabhakti, he attained Mukti. So that is what Kardama Prajapati did. And now, then Kapila Maharshi is saying, oh father, I will take care of mother. Now, Kapila, 25th to 33rd chapters, 8 chapters, Kapila Bhagavan teaches his own mother Devahuti, Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam. All of them are very, very, very important, very beautiful. Even Chinmaya Mission published own book, Kapila Gita. This is like can be done in one yajna. Let us see with Bhagavan grace how much ever we can do, we will do it. So beautiful one. Okay, now Prakriti Purushula Vivechanam. That is what, okay, later we will take up. First, he's telling Kapila Gita, Devahuti is saying 3:25:10. First, mother is telling Narayana Bhagavan, Kapila Maharshi, Kapila Bhagavan. Adhame Deva Sammoham Apakrashtum Tvamar. Okay. Adhame Deva Sammoham Apakrashtum Tvamarhasi Yo Avagrahoham Mameti Chet Asmin Chasmin Yojitastvaya. Mameti Chet Tasmin Yojitastvaya. She's staying in this body, as long as we have that ahankara mamakaram, nenu nadi, both of them you created. That is your maya. That is why you need to remove. Oh Narayana, you gave it, you created, and you have to remove it. Aham mama, ahankara mamakaram. And then she is praising Kapila Bhagavan. Tam tvagatam gataham sharanam sharanyam sharanam sharanyam swabhrutya samsarataro kutharam jignasamaham prakrute purushasya namami saddharma vidam varishtam. Narayana, namaskaram to you. Who are you? You are the samsara vruksham. You are like a axe, like Goddali. Kutharika means axe, Goddali. You can destroy the samsara vruksham. And you are Prakriti Purushala Swarupam. That I want to know. And Moksha Dharmamalu. Cheppadanlo nuvu shreshtudavi. All of them I want to know in detail. See now, mother wants to know. See, Devahuti want to get liberation and want to know. So now Bhagavan starts, oh mother, I am very pleased with you. And then he says, best way to do is, Amma, yoga achyatmakaha pumsam mato nishreyasaya me atyanto paratai yatra dukkhasya cha sukhasya cha. Amma, best way is Adhyatma Yogam. That is the best way. Through that moksham, Atmanishta, samsara dukkham will get destroyed. Means Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Sri Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita. So that is self-knowledge. That is the only way people will attain mukti. And then, see, what he's saying is, every human being have two benefits they want to attain. One is Abhyudayam Nishreyasam. Abhyudayam means here and hereafter. Everybody wants to enjoy and have good things in here, and they want to attain Svargaloka. And Nishreyasaha means moksham. So that's what everybody wants. Then he's saying another point, Chetaha Kalvayasya Bandhaya Muktaye Chatmane Matam Guneshu Saktam Bandhaya. Okay, what he is saying is, the Manas is the Karanam for Bandham and Mukti. Both of them, Manushyanam, Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. First he said, you have to learn Adhyatma Vidya. Second thing is telling, you have Manas is alone, is the cause for Bandham and Moksham. If you turn towards Prapancham, that is the Bandham. If you turn towards Paramatma, that is Moksham. That's all, simple. And then for that, you need Jnana, Bhakti and Vairagyam. So like that, Kapila Bhagavan is teaching to mother. Therefore, I have to teach you Prapancham plus Paramatma Swarupam, Prakriti Purushula Vivechanam. Because as soon as we open our eyes, we see prapancham. That is why I have to teach you both. That way, you know what to negate and what to hold on to it. Negate, prapancham should be negated. Hold on to is Paramatma. That is why I have to teach you both. So, okay, 13.27 Adhyayam, shloka number I don't have. Ardehya vidyamanepi samsrutir na nivartate jhayato vishayanasya swapne anardhagayo yada. See, what happens is, people knows everything is midya, but still they hold on to vishayas because of vishaya sakti. Vishaya sakti. They are interested in that. They understood everything is mithya. Like a swapnam, whatever happens in dream, we hold on to it. In the swapnam only. In the dream, while we are dreaming, we experience everything. Like that, even that is the reason they are not getting the samsara vimukti. Because they are having hold on to vishaya sakti. All the vishayas. Even though they know, they still go after them. That is why they do not get the samsara vimukti. And then what we need to do, therefore, we need to do is all these, how do we get this Vishaya Sakti throughout our perception of organs of perception, means Jnanendriya. Through eyes we see and we want it. Through ears we hear something. If we hear negative, we get agitated. If we hear positive, we want more. If somebody praises, we want more. Raga, Dvesha. And then if we smell something, and then if we fry pachimarpukaya bhaji, we want that michi bhaji. That's it, done. And then speech, tongue, that's how it goes. That's why first thing is Indriya Nigraham. The process he's telling, Prakriti, the Vivechanam, Prakriti Purushla Vivechanam, that has to be done. And then again, he's telling the all Prakriti first he explains. Oh Janani, Prakriti means 24 tattvas are there. 5 panchabhutas, 5 tanmatras, means subtle effects. Shabda sparsha rupa rasagandhas. And then 4 antahkarana chetushtayam, mano buddhi ahankara chittam. Then 10 organs of perception, organs of action, karmendriya, jnanendriyas. Total 24. 25th is column. The column is also under Parabrahma Paramatma. So now let us see first space. We will take up the Mahabhutas. Akasham is the first. Akasham has a Shabda Gunam, sound. And then to hear sound, we need ears. That's why it happened. Vayu means air, sparsha. For that, skin will decide whether it is hot or cold. And then fire rupam. For that, netrams, jnanendriya. Jalam means water. That if I'm giving you the order, pancha bhutas, pancha tanmatras, and jnanendriyas. Jalam, rasam is the tanmatra, and naluka is the jnanendriyam. Prudhvi, gandham, and then nose, mukku. So that is how everything formed, oh mother. So all of them, this is called Prakriti. And then all these, what happens is this individual self, Jiva, experiences this Prakriti because he's the Bhokta, experiencer. While experiencing, he says, all this is mine. Develops Nenu Nadi, all these Ahankara Mamakaras, while seeing and experiencing. That has to be left. How do we do this? This process is explained. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Yad Brahma Tat Darshanam. Vasudevani endu Bhakti first. And then Bhakti Yogam towards get the Vairagyam. Then Jnanam. That is the process. And then He's saying all this, he's explaining now. First, you have to do satsangam. Everybody is saying satsangam. Then sadhu purusha sangatyam. And then satpurushala lakshanalu, you have to know. They are all sahanam, titiksha, and then karunyam, suhrud. They are all well-wishers for everyone, for sarvadehinam. And they will not have enemies. Sarva jivalayada daya. And shanta swabhavam, sheelam, alankaram. What they have? Character. Sheelam is their abharanam. Good character is their ornament. And drudhamaina bhakti madashrayaha. Unwavering bhakti. And take the refuge in me, Narayana. And not attached to anything. Katha mrushtaha. Bhagavat kathayendu asakti. Then through listening to them, what happens is hrut karna rasayanaha katha. Your ears get full, all these ears feels happy. Through that, what happens is with the Shravanam, Bhagavan enters through katha, first step. And then through ears, he comes to your heart. And then both of them gets happiness. Bhagavat katha Shravanam. Then everything will be, all of them will be in good. So this is what he explains. Prakriti and Purusha, kind of giving the sadhana also, telling mother. And then what he is saying is that kalam he mentioned. On this Trigunatmaka Srishti, there is a disturbance took place. Then time came. Time also Bhagavat Swarupam. And then he mentioned about Antakarana Chatushtayam. He is also saying Adhishtana Devata. Chittaniki Upasya Devam Vasudeva. Ahankaram Sankarshana. Manassu, mind Aniruddhudu. Buddhi Pradyumnudu. And then what he is saying, Ahankaram means that is mind is Sankalpa Vikarpakam. Ahankaram says mind, ego. Nenu Nadi, that's what it does. Ahankaram and Makaram. Buddhi is Nishchayatmaka Buddhihi. That is what is slowly you have to get detached towards worldly matters, Prakriti, and then process is also mentioned. And then Manassu should come inward, develop the ekagrata, concentration, and observe everything. And then Shanaihi, Mellaga, slowly develop Vairagyam, Abhyasam, and Paramatma Yandu Preeti. So that is what you should do. Everything has to happen Shanaihi. Don't rush. With rushing, nothing will happen. And then he's giving more instructions. He's saying, Swadharmacharanam Shaktya. Do Swadharmacharanam. Whatever ashramam you are, do Swadharmacharanam. And then, oh Amma, a mother, do Swadharmacharanam Shaktya. Vidharmacharanam Nivartanam. What should not be done, what should not be done, should not do. What should we do? What should we do? That has to be done. What we should not do, should not do. Daivan labdhena santoshaha. And whatever gets to you, develop trupti, contentment. Everything given by God. And then Atmavit Charanarchanam. Always do the Padara Vindam Archanam of lotus feet of Bhagavan or Satpurushas. And then Gramya Dharma Nivruttischa. This is very important. We all worry about society. What society will say about me, or our society will think about me. We are worried about that more than ourselves. And then all this, and then forget about the society. Bhoga Sakti and all this Gramya Dharma Nivruttischa. Do not worry about society. Moksha Dharma Ratistatha. There Nivrutti, here Moksha Dharma Mida, develop the Rati, that interest. Mitaye Jadhanam Adanam, Mitaharam. take limited aharam, and that should combine with pavitrata, pure food, pure aharam you should take. And see, somehow my mind ringing sadhana panchakam. Maybe I will remember that later. Even Shankaracharya says sadhana panchakam, bhiksha aushadham bhujyatam. Whatever food we take, it should be like aushadham. How much we take? Aushadham means medicine. We take only one tablet. It doesn't mean it is good or removes our disease. We don't take the whole bottle, right? Like that, mitaharam, bhiksha aushadham bhujyatam. One instruction is that. Here also, Kapila Bhagavan is saying, limited food. Shashvat viviktaha. This is very important for seekers. Ekantam, solitude. See, ekantam means people don't get confused with loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is depressing. That is, with depressed people say, I'm lonely, nobody is there, nobody is calling, nobody is talking, like that they talk. That is not they are talking about. Ekantam. You have to enjoy your own company. That is what ekantam is, solitude. So that's what Gurudev quotation. If you do not enjoy your company, why do you impose on other people your company? So that's why we have to enjoy our own company. Ekantam, solitude. Kshema sevanam. When you say ekantam means don't go alone. Amma, don't go alone to the forest or somewhere else. Wherever you are, just safety is very important. Kshema sevanam. And ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, like that, so many qualities he is telling. Yavadartha parigraha. Whatever you need, that much only you accumulate and keep it. Don't wait for 7 generations accumulation. Just yavadartha, how much you need, keep it. And brahmacharyam, shastradhyanam, tapaha, shaucham, and antaha bahihi shaucham. And swadhyayam, self-study, purusharchanam, bhagavat archanam, maunam, most important. Maunam means people will say, Ekadashi Vratam, all that I'm doing maunam, they act like that, the olden days people used to do. That is not the maunam. The one is good, vak maunam is good. Another maun is manas maunam. Maunas, mind is always chit-chatting, always doing something going on in the mind. That should be keep quiet. Hey mind, say quiet. Maunam. Pranayamam, asanam. He's including Ashtanga Yoga sadhana, all that. Everything is a bhakti he mentioned, and Ashtanga Yoga sadhana, because mother asked him, everything please tell me in detail. Pranayamam, asanam, dhyanam, dharana, samadhi, pratyaharam, all that has to be done. See, our Swamiji Bodhatmananda used to say, first practice asanam. First come and sit down for satsangs. Listening for 2 hours, 3 hours is not easy. First asanam. And then worry about everything later. First we want dhyanam. Everybody is worried, want to know about dhyanam. But our Acharya used to say, I'm not going to teach you meditation now. I will teach you after 1 year. Because if I teach you meditation, what do you do? In Jhanam, you sit down and think about all your friends' Vishaya Sakti. All whatever happened, my phone, all the friends and what is happening in the world, that's what you think about it. But you sit down. But so now I have to teach you that Jnana will come to you when you sit for meditation. That's why after 1 year only, I will teach you meditation. So then, pratyahara means taking all Indriyas inward. Then dharana, manasuni, that keeping the manas at single pointed. And then Vaikuntha Leela Bhidhyanam. Think about all the Vishnu Paramatma, Narayanan Yokka, Divyamangala Rupam, all these Leelas, Charitra, everything, think about it. All of them. Beautiful. Then here, Nayanandakaram Rupam. Here some shlokas are there, beautiful shlokas. We will chant them. Bhagavan himself is giving. Prasanna vadana bhojam padma garbharunekshanam neelotpala dalashyamam shankha chakra gadadharam lasat pankaja kinchal kapita kausheya vasasam srivatsa vakshastham Bhrajas Kaustubha Mukta Kandharam. Whole from Shiras to Padam, feet is explained. That is Murti, you need to do Dhyanam. Now, Neela Megha Shyamadu. And then Divya Kanti, Prakashistunadu. Prasanna Vadanam, most enchanting face. And then eyes are also like lotus and showering compassion. And then 4 hands, Chaturbhuja Murti, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Hastudu. And then Pitambaram, he's wearing Pattu Pitambaram. Srivatsa Vakshastam, on his chest, Srivatsa Vaksham is there, Chifnam. And then Vanamala, and then Kantham, Kaustubhamani and Mutyalaharam. Brajet Kaustubha Mukta Kandharam. Mukta means here pearls, and Kaustubhamani, like that. And then he's mentioning more shlokas are there, but we are taking some shlokas only. And all the haras and bhujakirtis and Hrudaya Bhoja Vishtaram. And he stays in Bhaktula Hrudayamudulo Untadu. Bhaktamana Hamsika, we see in Lalita Sahasranamam. Bhagavan stays in devotees' hearts. That's why very, very important. That is what we will see later on to the Durvasa Maharshi's story. There we will see. And then wearing the Mani Kiritam and then Kankanas on his wrist. And then slowly, Dhyanam, do Dhyanam Malli. This slowly, it has to happen. Avyavadhanam Ekam. What you need to do, Amma? Triputi Ekatvam. All the Triputi has to come into one. Now let us see what is the Triputi. Dhyana Jatru Jayam. Dhyana Jatru Jayam Rupam. Mother, we get the Lalita Sahasranamam. What is, let us say, whoever is doing the Dhyanam, that person, that is called Jhana Jatru Jayam. Jatru, that is the Jhata, whoever is doing that. Let us say, for example, I am doing the meditation. That is the Jhata, the person. And then what is he doing? The process is called meditation. And then what is the goal? The Jhaya Vastu is Param Brahma Paramatma. All has to be combined. All has to become one. Mean that person, whoever is doing that person, and then the process, and then Jhaya Vastu. All has to come together, one. This is the process, oh mother. And then, see, like that, he tells mother, and mother also enjoys it. Then she says, this also she did the stuti. So I'm going, mother enjoyed everything and understood the knowledge. Who? Devahuti. And then she did the stuti for Kapila Maharshi. Devahuti Jesina Kapila Devani stuti. This is in Skandha 3, 3rd canto, 33 Adhyayam towards end. She's doing beautiful stuti. You destroyed my moham. Delusion is gone. Nashto moha smritir labda. That Arjuna also says at the end. And then she says, I understood what you taught me, and I'm going to practice, and I'm going to do everything, whatever you said, and my moham delusion is gone. Now, Adhapya jontas salile shayanam bhutendriyardhatmamayam vapuste guna pravaham sadashesha bijam dadhyo swayam yajjatarab jataha. See, you are Narayana, and then you taught everybody the Sankhya Yogam 5-5-10-4. Pancha Bhutatmakam, Pancha Shabdat, Pancha Bhutalu, Pancha Stanmatras, and then Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, and Antakarana Chatushtayam. You taught everybody. And then Trigunas also came from you. And Jagat Karanudavi Nive. And Brahma, creator also, did the jhanam on you. And that's how he came from you and he did jhanam on you. Oh, Kapila Maharshi, Kapila Bhagavan. That's what Stuti, she is doing the Stuti. Sattvam Bhruto me jatarena nadha katham nu yasyodaraye tadasit Vishwam Yugante Vatapatraye kaha Shete Smamaya Shishuranghripanaha. This is the fourth shloka. She is saying, oh Jagannatha, Pralaya Kalam, when dissolution happens, everything immersed in water. There you appeared at Vatapatra Shayi, floating on a leaf, and then you kept your thumb in his mouth, and then that is a very, very Ascharyam. And then that Paramatma entered into my womb, and you became as my son. You came as my son. That is really wonder of wonders. That's what Stuti she is doing. Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat Yat Prahvanat Yat Smaranat Apikvachit Prahvanat. Okay? Yat Prahvanat Yat Smaranat Apikvachit Shvadopi Sadhya Savanaya Kalpate Kutah Punaste Bhagavannu Darshanat. See, ni Divya Gunamudanu Vinutavarana, Kirtinchutavarana, Panamachetavarana, Smarinchutavarana. What happens is we get the darshanam. We can see you, and all what to talk about common people. See, apichet suduracharaha bhajate maam ananyabhak sadhureva samantavyaha. Even though they are very wicked, they become sadhu purushas. When they listen your katha and when they praise you, or when they hear all your think about you, smarana, nama smarana, all of them. Even shvadopi sadhya savanaya kalpate. Even very, very bad, wicked person will become a good sadhu purusha. And then she says, Tvam tam tvam brahma param tu mamsam pratyak srotasyatmani sambhibhavyam svatejasajasta guna pravaham vande vishnum kapilam veda garbham. Oh Kapila Bhagavan, you are Parabrahmavu and you are Purushottamadavu. And then what we need to do, we have to turn our buddhi inward. Now buddhi has Vishaya Sakti. Now we have to turn inward. Okay. Then all this get, I think, okay, I think numbers, I have a little bit here and there. So that is okay. We'll see the essence. And then you are the destroyer of the samsaram. Samsaram means always don't think family, children and husband. Adhyatma Vidya, spiritual knowledge, it does not talk about that. Samsaram means a birth and death cycle. That has to be removed. We don't want to born again. If you born, what happens? Pindotpatti Prakaranam, he explains very beautifully. See, what happens, this Jiva, that also mentioned in Kapila Gita. See, Manava Gati, he's saying, Purva Janma Karmanusaram, he enters into Purushuda, first Purusha, like a seed. And then that seed coming from man comes to Stree. Then that sperm and egg come together. What happens in 5 days? It becomes like a bubble. Then after 10 days, it becomes hard. Then becomes like a mamsa mudda. And then within 1 month, we develop a head. And then after that, slowly, in 3rd month, skin comes, and then to that mamsa mudda, everything is coming. And then 4th month, sapta dhatus, and then akali dappulu. 5th month, he will know food. Akali dappulu. Then he takes mother from that food from mother from that umbilical cord. And then like that, 6th month, that Mavi comes. According to Bhagavatam, 3rd month only they will know about the sex, whether it is a boy or girl. And then Mavi, that amniotic fluid comes in 6th month. It is there in the beginning, but it covers up that jiva. And then 7th month, the Jnapak Shakti comes. Who am I? Where have I come from? All these previous lives, he will see everything. Pindotpatti Prakaranam, it comes in this too. He explains very beautifully, you know. So then what happens is, slowly, he remembers Bhagavan. Oh, Bhagavan, I haven't thought about you. That's why I'm going this Garbha Shokadi Vasam. Everything is dark. I'm immersed in the Mala Mutras. All the Krimikitakal, all of them are biting me. I don't have hands. I cannot move anything. So when I come out of from this Chikati, the darkness, I will do only one thing. Vishnu Bhagavan, I will think about you, I will pray about you, I will do meditation, all that he will think about it. He will say. But as soon as he comes out, what happens? That Maya Shakti, Bhagavan's Maya power comes, and then he forgets everything. Then Charvita Charanam, come back to this world, again, same thing, cries for, whenever young, cries for babies, toys, and then education, cry. After marriage, for marriage also, for crying, boy, girl, boy. When I'm again to get married, again, once married, again starts children. Like that, everything goes on. What is the use going through all this? Everything is crying only. Even if you don't have, crying only. If we have, we don't appreciate, always feeling lack of something. If we do not have, anyway, we will cry. So like that, Kapila Bhagavan explains to mother. So this is what everything mother understood, and slowly what she did is, she went into tapas, and then went into meditation, and indriyas it took inward, and then manas put it in mind into buddhi into Parabrahma, Paramatma, and she attained mukti. That place is called Siddha Padam. So that is what the whole Kapila Avataram, and Kapila Maharshi taught his own mother Devahuti. So this what beautiful section. And this one we already see, 3rd skandha has 33 adhyayas. And then Bhakti also, he also mentioned about Bhakti. Bhakti also, Tamasika Bhakti, Rajasika Bhakti, Satvika Bhakti. Tamasika Bhakti has to be lived, because that includes with the himsa and all the wrong things. Rajasika Bhakti, people do it. They do it without of dambikam. They want to get name and fame. Oh, I did with the 1,000 lotuses, I did puja. Like that, they will post it on WhatsApp. All of them is called Rajasika Bhakti. We have to develop Satvika Bhakti. Everything has to be offered towards Bhagavan, and then we have developed the Astikya Buddhi towards Shastras and Guru. And then whoever is lower than you, develop compassion. Whoever is higher than you, anyway, in power, money, and knowledge, and Adaram, take it with happiness, and Daya, Dakshinyam, all of them, Sri Hari Divya Guna Kirtana, that is all Satvika Bhakti, O Mother. Like that, he explains everything in detail, and Devahuti attained mukti. And now we are concluding the 3rd canto. Haraye Namaha, Haraye Namaha, Haraye Namaha. Now we are going to enter into 4th canto. 4th canto is again 31 adhyayas. In this, 4 stories are there. Okay, 4 stories are there. One is Daksha Yajnam, that is Sati Devi Charitra. See, these 4 stories, according to Mahatmas, they say these 4 are for Dharma, Artha, Kama, Mokshas. First is Sati Charitra, Daksha Yajnam, that is for from 1 to 7 adhyayas. I'm giving you all the in beforehand. That is, and Dhruvopakhyanam, that is in 5 adhyayas. That is Artha Purushardham. Dharma Purushardham is for Daksha Yajnam. And then Dhruvopakhyanam, that is for Artha Purushardham. And then it is called Prachina Barhi story, that is also called Puranjanopakhyanam. That is for Moksham, Moksha Purushardham. In between, Raja Prudhucharitra comes, that is for Kama Purushartham. That is why we have 4 kathas. All of them are very, very important. And let us see how much, whatever we can do, we will do with Bhagavan's grace. With Bhagavan's grace, we are going to enter this Chaturdha Adhyayam. Now, this first time Adhyayam, so far, did not write. I'm not writing anything because my hand also getting tired writing all that, taking from different books and then paying. I'm going to directly tell you, let Bhagavan has to guide me in this process. And my father is really Bhagavatam. He used to read every day. That's why I have to ask their grace and forgiveness if I make any mistake. And of course, Guru Parampara, always, that is foremost. And then now, first chapter in 4th canto. Here, Swayambhuva Manu daughters yokka Vamsha Varnana and Naranarayana Avirbhavam. That is what we are going to see. There are so many names, so many things happen. That is why I said this is hard to write. What happened is, all of them are great Maharshis. Don't get confused, just to listen and enjoy. Remember, listening their names, our Karnaranthas get purified and they all get into our heart slowly. If you keep listening to Bhagavat Sapthaham, many times all these names get familiarized. Don't worry about looking the book and listen, just Shravana Sadhana, especially now. And then this is also Maitreya is saying to Vidura. Manostu Shatarupayam Tisra Kanyascha Jagnire Akutir Deva Hutischa Prasutiriti Vishrutaha. Remember, Swayambhuva Manu Shatarupa came from Brahmaji. And then they had 2 daughters. Boys also mentioned, they have 2 boys, but boys will come later. Now they are talking about only girls' side. Whatever happened to the girls. First preference is for girls, always. Ladies, right? Ladies are first. So like that. Even Bhagavatam is doing that. See, Swayambhuva Manu, and they have 2 boys, Priyavrata, Uttanapada, boys, and Akuti, Devahuti, Prasuti, 3 girls. All these three girls, Akuti, he gave it to Ruchi Prajapati. He is always immersed in Bhagavad Jnanam. That is why he is Tejo Swarupa. And then Brahma Tejasuto Veligipotu Undevata. And Akuti, they have 1 daughter and 1 son. That is Yajna Purusha, Yajnudu. That Yajnudu got married to Dakshina. See, look at this. Yajna, whenever we all of them have symbolism. Cosmic energy is here. See, some of them will see Dakshina. Whenever we do Yajna, we have to give Dakshina. This is Bhagavata Mahayajnam. So that is why we have to give Dakshina. Not to me, please. To Chinmaya Ramalaya. Doesn't matter any amount. $1, $10, 100,000, million. Doesn't matter. We have to give Dakshina because this is the Bhagavata Mahayajna. And Dakshina Yajna. And then Yajna Purusha, then they have 12 sons. They are, look at their names, just enjoy. Toshudu, Pratoshudu, Santoshudu, Bhadrudu, Shanti, Yedaspati, Idmudu, Kavi, Vibhudu, Snafudu, Sudevudu, Rochanudu. They are all great people. See, once we do all this, we get happiness. Shanti comes. And then Bhadram comes. See, their names. That is why this is all yoga symbolism is there. And then all of them later on, Swayambhuva Manvantaram, they became Devatas, Tushita Devatas. And then that time Marichi Maharshis are there. And that Yajna Purusha is also Indra. It became the Yajnudu, became the Indra. Same way, boys side also improved, Vamshapara developed, but that's not, we are not talking about. Swayambhuva Manu, Tana Rendava Kuturu, Devahuti, gave it to Kardama Prajapati. That we have seen elaborately in 3rd canto. And then Prasuti, the 3rd daughter, he gave to Daksha Prajapati. This is what we are going to see now. Swayambhuva Manu Shatarupa's 3rd daughter, Prasuti, he gave it to Daksha Prajapati. And then Daksha Prajapati, so now he is going back to Kardama Prajapati Devahuti. They have 9 daughters. We just saw Kardama Kumarte Marichi. He got Kala married to Marichi. And then he got 2 sons, Kashyapudu and Purnimanudu. And then with their Santati, whole Jagat got filled. That is why if you do not have Gotra, they say Kashyapa Gotra. If you do not have do not know, we say Kashyapa Gotra, and then otherwise Shiva Gotra. And then that Virajudu and Vishwaguru, they have sons, Devakulya and Viraja, Vishwaguru and Devakulya, 2 sons and 1 daughter. And this Devakulya became Pavitra Ganga Nadi later on. And Atri Maharshi's son, the wife Anasuya, they have Dattatreyudu, Durvasudu and Chandrudu, 3 sons, Atri and Anasuya, Dattatreyudu, Durvasudu, Chandrudu. And then they are all Amsha of Sri Mahavishnu, Paramashiva and Brahmadevudu. Brahmadeva Amsha is Chandrama. Paramashiva Amsha is Durvasudu. That is why he is very Rudra Swarupam. Sri Mahavishnu Amsha is Dattatreya Amsha. And then like that, then a question comes, how did they enter in Atri Maharshi, all these Trimurtis? Elaborately explained. The Atri and Atri Maharshi did lot of tapas, and Bhagavan was pleased. Then he said, I'm going to enter into your womb. So that is what happened. So now Angirasa Maharshi, Shraddha Devi, they are all Devahuti and Kapila Maharshi's daughters. We are not coming, we didn't come up to Daksha Prajapati yet. Angirasa and Shraddha Devi. For them, to them, Sinivali, Kuhuvu, Raka, Anumati, 4 daughters. And then they have boys too, Bhutajjudu, Bruhaspati. See, we know Bruhaspati. He is the guru of all the Devatas. 2 boys. And then Pulasya Prajapati, Pulasya Muni. Then his Bharya is Havudbhuvi. Agasthyudu, Vishravasudu. Agastya Maharshi, we all know. See, Agastya Hayagriva Samvadam, that is what we saw it in Lalita Sahasranamam, in Brahmanda Puranam. That's how we got to know Lalita Sahasranamam. Dialogue between Agastya Maharshi and Hayagriva. And then they slowly, this is very important. Vishravasudu became a Mahatapasvi. Then that Vishravasu had 2 wives. One is Ilabila. Through Ilabila, Kubera was born. Then he became the Yaksha's king. Yaksha's king. Yaksha Rakshasa, we talk about it. That is the colony, Yakshas. And then Vishravasu, other wife is Kaikasi. Through Kaikasi, he had Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana. So see that how he had that much great. That is why they say Ravana Brahma. His lineage, his genetics, genes has that highest souls. That is why he has a Shiva Bhakti, great Bhakta, and then because this Kaikasi Rakshasi, so that is why he had both Sadgunas and Rakshasa Lakshanas. And then Pulahuni Valana, his wife is Gati. Karma Sreshtudu, Variyamsudu, Sahishnuvu, 3 boys. Kratu Prajapati and Kriya, both of them are husband and wife. Vala Kilyulu, there are 60,000 sons. Ee Vala Kilyulu, Brahma Tejas Sampannaru. And then Vasishta and Arundhati, through them Chitraketuvu and another 7 sons. Chitraketuvu, Surochi, Virajudu, Mitrudu, Vulbanudu, Vasubhrudhyanudu, Jumantudu. And then Vasishta Maharshi has another wife, Shakti, Bharyandu, Shakti, etc. Sons were born. And Adharmana Maharshi Varana, Dharmapatni Chiti, and Dadhichi Maharshi. All these stories will come later on. That is why we have to know this. That is why I said, let me just read them. Dadhichi Maharshi, Vrtrasura Vada, that's where it comes. He is great Tapo Nishta Garishtudu. Ashvasirasudu, his name is also again. And then Bhrugu Maharshi, Khyati, his wife, Data Vidhata, 2 sons. and Sri Lakshmi Devi, another daughter. And then this Sri also, Bhagavat Seva Tatparvaru. All of them are great Maharshis, great souls. And Meru Maharshi, Tana Kumartelu, Ayati, Niyati, Kramam, they had Dhata Vidhata, he got married. And then Dhata Valana Murkandudu, great Maharshi. That Vidhata Valana, he got Pranudu, Mrukanda Maharshi Valana Markandeyudu. This comes in Ekadasha Skandam. This Murkanda Maharshi's son, Markandeya. Very famous story. And then Bhrigu Maharshi, and he had two sons, Kavi, and then he had Kavi, and he had that through Kavi, Shukracharya was born. Kavi's son is Shukracharya. He also called Vushanudu. Shukracharya is Rakshasa's guru. Devata's guru is Brahaspati. Rakshasa's guru is Shukracharya. And then, so like this, all these Kardama Prajapati's daughters and all of them, they expanded. They did the Srushti Vistarana. That's why Brahmaji created. They are Brahma Manasa Putras, and then they created. He wanted the expansion of creation. And now we are coming to Daksha Prajapati. Swayambhava Manu Yekka Mudava Kumarte, Prasuti, he got married. And then for that pair, Dampatalaku, 16 girls were born. They are all most beautiful and girls. And all 16, in that 16 girls, 13 of them, he gave it to Dharmudu. Dharmudu Anivaniki ichesad, 13. And one daughter, he gave it to Agni Deva. One daughter, he gave it to Pitruganas. And Paramasivunaku, he gave one daughter. That is none other than our Sati Devi. So that is why this story, this is what they have to bring it. Now we are going to see that. Now the 16 girls, we will see their names, how beautiful. We all need all of them. Shraddha, Maitri, Daya, Shanti, Tushti, Pushti, Kriya, Unnati, Buddhi, Medha, Titiksha, Hri, Murti. ఈ 13 మంది ధర్ముని యొక్క భార్యలు. See, all of them, we need their grace. Then only we can get all these. And then Murti అనే ఆమె ద్వారా నరనారాయణుడు ఆవిర్భవించారు. ఆ మూర్తి. So that is what now Naranarayana Avirbhavam also done. And then Devatas are praising. As usual, Devatas are praising. We'll take up one shloka. Yo Mayaya Virachitam Nijayatmanidam Kherupa Bhedamiva Tat Pratichakshanaya Yetena Dharma Sadane Rushimurtinajya Praduschakara Purushaya Namasparasmai. A Devata saying, oh Paramapurusha, you from yourself, with your Maya power alone, you take up so many forms and so many names. And Naranarayanaki, they are doing the Namaskaram. So like that they are doing, and all these Amsha, so much is explained now in Chaturtha Adhyayam. Amsha avatars are born to remove this Bhubaram, then Dharma Pratishtapana, all that took place. And now we are entering into second Adhyayam. Fourth canto, remember, we are in fourth canto. 4.21 we are seeing. Bhave Shilavatam Sreshte Daksho Duhitru Vatsalaha Vidvesha Makarot Kasmada Nadrutyatmajam Satim. What happened is Sati Devi married to Shiva. I will read all four, but second and third, and then I will explain. Kastam charachara gurum nirvairam shanta vigraham atmaramam kadham dveshti jagato daivatam mahatu etadakyahi me brahman jamatuhu shvashurasya cha vidveshastu yataha pranam statyaje dustyajan sati. see, what is the reason this Daksha Prajapati, he's the only, after all, son-in-law, Daksha Prajapati's son-in-law is Shiva. Why this Daksha Prajapati got so mad at Shiva Bhagavan? Because Shiva Bhagavan is always forgiving and then compassionate and Ashutoshudu, very easy to please him. What is the reason he get so mad at Shiva Bhagavan? Always he doing Shiva Dushana. Then slowly Maitreya Maharshi explains previous story, whatever happened. He's explaining the story, the reason why he got mad at Shiva Bhagavan, Shiva Dveshi, how he became. What happened is, one time there all the conference, Devatas conference took place. All Devatas, Brahmaji, Indra Bhagavan, everybody, Dikpalakas, fire, Agni Devata, Vayu Devata, Bhu Devata, all of them met at that conference. Shiva Bhagavan also there. And then all of them did pranams to Daksha Prajapati, because he is also great soul. Shiva Bhagavan did said inside Namaskaram, means kind of doing the, not getting up and did not get up and do the Bahya Namaskaram. He did inside Namaskaram, closing his eyes. That's what happened. And then this Daksha Prajapati, out of his ignorance, out of ego, he felt he's insulted. And then he said, I'm never going to forgive this Shiva. And he's not really not qualified to take Yajna Prasadam. So that from now onwards, I'm going to abandon him. So that's the Shiva Dveshi, out of ignorance and this, what do you call, Ahankaram. So that's why, and a lot of Nana Durbhashana, he speak all ill language, ill words. Ayam tu deva yajane indro pendradi birbhavaha sahabhagam nalabhatam devair deva ganadhamaham. And then now, whenever they heard Shiva will not get this yajna portion, and all of them got so mad. Some people were happy. They gave the list also. Bhrigu Maharshi was encouraging. That is why Bhrigu also get later on beaten up by all these ganas, Rudra ganas. And then some Pushti, all of them. And then most of them were not happy at all. They were all saying, don't do that, it's not good for you, it's not good for you. Whenever we do Devata Dushana, Devatas, nothing will happen to them. Everything, bad things comes to us. That is the story behind this. That is the message we need to take it. And then whenever he heard this curse, then Nandishwara got very upset. And this Dehabhimana will never get Atma Jnanam, because this Daksha is filled with Dehabhimani. And like that, whole thing will goes on. And then Maitreya Maharshi says, Tasyavam vadata shapam bhrugo sa bhagavan bhavaha nischakrama tata kinchid vimana vivasa sugaha. See, Bhrigu Maharshi also a little bit did bad thing about Shiva Bhagavan. And then he also is a great Maharshi, and he also worships Purushottama, who Vishnu Bhagavan. But then out of ignorance, that moment this happened. So this is the kind of story goes on in second adhyayam. Now this is the most important, we'll take up elaborately. This is the third adhyayam. What happens is Daksha after marriage now. So now before marriage, this incident happened. He kept his grudge on Shiva. That's why what happened is he planned for yajna. Then he did not invite Shiva Bhagavan. Sati Devi came to know his father is doing yajna. Then Sati Devi says, Yada Abhisheko Dakshastu Brahmana Parameshtina Prajapatinam Sarvesham Adhipatye Smayo bhavatu. Here now, Bruhaspati Vanam, that is the yajna he is going to do. And then he invited everybody, all devatas, pitru devatas, brahmarshi, all of them. They came with their husbands. Men came with wives, and all the ladies came with husbands. Everybody is happy, and everybody is talking and going on the plane, and everybody is chit-chatting. We are going to Daksha Yajna, and they are decorated beautifully because everybody is coming, right? This is a time like, for example, it's like Oscar awards. Everybody dress up very nicely, meeting everybody. Everybody was happy, and they were wearing nice ornaments and taking their own chariots or vahanas and going on Akasha Margam. All this, Sati Devi is watching. Sati Devi came to heard everything. Then Sati Devi, Sati Uvacha, third Adhyayam, fourth canto, third Adhyayam, 8th shloka. Prajapatesteshvasurasya sampratam niryapito yajna mahotsava kila vayam cha tatrabhisarama vamate yajyardhitami vibudha vrajantihi. She's telling her husband now, who? Shiva Bhagavan. Vamadeva, oh Prabhu, your father-in-law is doing, Daksha Prajapati is doing great yajnam, and all devatas are going. If you agree, I will also go. If you give me the permission, I will also go. That is what Sati Devi is saying. So she is explaining now. If I go, I will see all my friends, sisters, and all my cousins, relatives, everybody I am going to see. I really want to go. And then when I go visit them, parents give gifts. Usually, whenever we visit parents, they give gifts. In the same way, my parents will also give me gifts, and I will bring them. Happily, she is sharing his thoughts with Shiva Bhagavan. And then and all of them will come happily with their own husbands and children. And then I want to go there. I want to see this yajna. And then again, 11th shloka. Tvayetadascharyamayatmamayaya vinirmitam bhati gunatrayatmakam tadhapyaham yoshidat tattva vichyate dina didrukshe bhavame bhavakshitim. O Janmarahitudaina Parameshwara, the whole Jagat came from you. You are Mayatitudu. And me, I don't know anything about this. And out of Stri Swabhavam, women always want to go their parents' house. That is inherited tendency. They get happy everywhere. That is why first instructions for the mother-in-law is, whenever the daughter-in-law wants to go to their own house, never say no. That effects you will see. That is what the message. So then I want to go to my parents' house because I have the moham for my puttillu. And then that is what she is telling, all her thoughts. And then 13th shloka. Katham sutayaha pitrugeha kautukam nishamya deha suravarya ningate anahuta apyabhiyanti sauhrudam bhartur guror deha krutascha ketanam. And one more thing, oh Paramashiva, whenever without, see, whenever some great thing, utsavam happens, any celebration happens, how this daughter, how can she stay not going? Without going, how she cannot stay. And that also, when you go to husband's house, guru's place and parents' place, you can just, even though they don't invite, because they did not get the invitation. That is why she has to convince her husband. If they did get the invitation, they don't need to convince. So that is why she said, even though they don't invite, we can still go. Own husband's house and own parents' house and guru's house. You don't need invitation. You can just walk in appointment, walk in with a welcome. And then she's still sharing 14th shloka. Tanme prasidedamamartya vanchitam kartum bhavan karuniko batarhati tvayatmanordehamadabhrachakshusha nirupita manugruhana yachitaha. Oh Shiva, please become prasannadu and then please fulfill my desire, because you are a compassionate one, plus you are Jnana Swarupudavi, and out of compassion you gave your half body to me. That's why Shiva Shakti, so that is why please listen to my request, because even though we did not get invitation, I feel like going, I want to go. She kind of insisting on that. And then now Shiva Bhagavan speaks. Shri Bhagavan Uvacham Vidyatapo Vitta Vapurvaya Kulaihi Satam Gunai Sheddira Sattametaraihi Smrutau Hatayam Brutamana Durdashaha Stabdana Pashyanti Hidama Bhuyasam. 17th shloka. See, wherever there is no Vidya, Tapasu, Dhanam, Sharira Saundaryam, Yavanam, he's giving list. Unnatamaina Vamsham, E Aru. 6 qualities, if they do not have, then even they become, what happens, garbishtul, they become egocentric, egoistic, then they lose their vivekam. So then they do not see the greatness in Mahatmas. All these six qualities should not be there. Whoever do not have Vidya, Tapasu, Dhanamu, Sharira, Saundaryam, Yavanam, Gunnata Vamsham is Satpurusha Gunas. But whoever do not have this, then they develop that egocentric ego. And then that's what happened. And to Daksha Prajapati. See, then my advice I'm giving you, please do not go. Then he's telling the cause. Vyaktam tvam krishnagate prajapate त्वमुत्कृष्टगते प्रजापते प्रियात्मजानामसि सुभ्रुसम्मता तथापि मानं न पितु प्रवच्यसे मदाश्रयत्कः परितप्यते यतः. See, even if you do not listen to me, if you really want to go, you are not going to get the gauravam from your father. Everyone is going to neglect you because he has a dvesha bhavana towards me. So that is, he's sharing his thoughts now, Shiva Bhagavan. And then, see, he's telling why he did not do that. The cause he's telling. Sattvam vishuddham vasudeva shabditam yadiyate tatra pumana pavrutaha sattve cha tasmin bhagavan vasudevo hedokshaje me namasa vidhejate. See, whenever we all met in previous, what happened is, I am doing meditation on Vasudeva. Then that's why I did manasika pranamam to your father. But he did not know that. And then he developed dvesha bhavana towards me. That is why he did not send the invitation. So that is why he's giving his own reasons. And Vasudeva, dvesha bhavam he developed. So that is why then he's telling with the 25th shloka, his final thought he's sharing. Yadi vrajishyasya tihaya madvacho Bhadram bhavyata natato bhavishyati sambhavitasya swajanat parabhavo yada sasadyo maranaya kalpate. Because he's all knower. He's telling, oh Devi, if you do not listen, and even if you go there, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to go, you go. But if you go, you are not going to get gauravam. Everybody you will be insulted. And, then this might cause you sadhyo maranam. You might take, slowly, you might, you might leave your body. That is why he's cautioning her, Shiva Bhagavan. Then Sati went, see, then she also, what happened is, listening to Shiva Bhagavan, she's going back and forth, like how we do, back and forth, going to all the way entrance and going back inside, thinking in herself, should I go or not? By my mind is at my Puttillu, my parents' house. But Shiva Bhagavan is saying, no, should I listen to my husband or should I fulfill my desire? That is how he's going back and forth. And then finally what she did is, fourth adhyayam, third shloka. Tato vinishvasya sati vihayam tam shokena roshena chaduyata vruda pitroragat sraina vimudha dhir gruhan premnatmano yordhamadat satam priyaham. Then what happened is she lost her vivekam. And then out of all this rosham and out of attachment towards Puttillu, and then she said she decided to go to her parents' house. And then all this Shiva Parivara went with her, Nandishwara, Manimantadu, Madhudu, and Shiva Parshadalto, she left. And she reached Yajnashala. There, every Veda Ghosha is happening, and all the Yajnakratu is going on very well. She saw her mother and all the Masis, all his sisters, all the beautiful shloka, 8 of them, the list is given. But I'm not going to take up the shloka, I will just give you the vachanam. And all of them, some of them invited her with a love and gave her gifts and offered the seat. Some are afraid of their father, and even guests are afraid of Daksha Prajapati, and then they did not even really invited her and did not receive with happiness. And then 9th shloka, this one we need to do. Arudra bhagam tamaveksha chadvaram pitra cha deve krutahelanam vibhau anadruta yajna sadasya dhishvari chukopaloka nivadakshati rusham. And then Sarvalokeshwari and Sati Devi, he saw his yajna havirbhagam. Shiva did not receive. All the devatas received. That the mother noticed. She took it happily when they insulted her. But when they insulted Shiva Bhagavan, she could not take it anymore. Because he that's much Pativrata she is, Sati Devi. That is why her name is Sati. Then she got so upset. Then Sati Devi speaks so many nice shlokas. Here we will conclude today, because all of them are, some shlokas we will take up, and tomorrow we will take up in the morning Yajna class, we will take up Devi Voacha from Tata onwards. 4th canto, 4th chapter, everything is 4th, 11th shloka onwards. See, this is the greatness of our women. Whenever people insult them, they will not take it. They are okay with that. When they insult their husbands and children, they will not take it. So this is what happened to Sati Devi. Now the essence of this 4th chapter, Daksha Yajnam, is Daksha Prajapati had so many daughters, and he offered one daughter to Sati Devi to Shiva Bhagavan. But what happened is Shiva, somehow he developed Dvesha Bhavana towards Shiva, and then he was doing one yajna. He did not send the invitation to Sati Devi and Shiva Bhagavan. But Sati Devi, out of mamakaram towards parents, she wanted to go. She requested and Shiva, and she shared her thoughts. And Shiva Bhagavan said, no, do not go. And Shiva Bhagavan shared his thoughts. Then finally, mother went back and forth. She decided to go to Daksha Yajna. There, Yajna is going on. Some people invited her, some people insulted her, but she took it happily, and she took with equanimity. Then Daksha Prajapati did not offer the Yajna portion to Shiva Bhagavan. Then she got very upset and very mad. That we are going to, how mad she got, all that we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ॐ एव्रिबडी।
Thank you, Shyamala garu.
Hari Om Shyamala garu. Thank you.
Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari
Thank
Om.
you. Hari Om, Shyamala garu. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Shyamala garu.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Shyamala ji.
Hari Om
Hari Om.
Shyamala.
Thank you, Andi Shyamala garu. Hari Om.
Hari Om everybody.
Thank you, Shyamala garu. It was wonderful. Namaskaram. You are divine. You are.
Yeah, yes.